College kids with their limited budgets often get cheap liquor because it's inexpensive and they don't often have the money to spend on expensive liquor. Is it worth sacrificing taste just for a bigger bottle of alcohol? Some see alcohol as a drug. Others see it as a ritual. Others see it as a factor in the community. Some people can even make friends. At the happy hour of Plato's time, kings and peasants could associate with each other. In the 1700s, it was very common for businessmen to seal deals with a toast of alcohol. In 1830, more than 5 shots a day were consumed by the average man. Taverns became a place for fur traders and trappers to do business. A lot of them would barter furs for liquor. Drunkards were considered derelicts by society. It wasn't long after that the Prohibition came.
They want your sweet, innocent girls to take to booze so they can be enticed into honky-tonks by slick-haired vultures who prey on the flower of American womanhood. I say alcohol must go.
Then came speakeasies.
The speakeasy era began and ended with illegal booze. What the law denied was supply by rum runners and bootleggers, except when customs agents and local police occasionally put the collar on the criminals. Prohibition was eating away at morality, and journalist Adela Rogers St. John pointed out the mistake.
It's no longer a question of liquor or no liquor. It's a question of racketeers or no racketeers. It's no longer a question of temperance. It's a question of the success or failure of the 18th Amendment as an aid to the end of temperance. We believe that the 18th Amendment has failed, and failed badly.
Carrying my friends out for a good time buying bootleg liquor, champagne and wine.
For the first time in history, it was a place where women and men could drink in public together. It was seen as a place for matchmaking.
At least 500,000 new jobs are predicted as the result of repeal. The lid is off in many places, with the downfall of Prohibition being celebrated in real old-time hilarity. Yes, and by the renewal of old acquaintance. Hotels and nightclubs report a real pre-war spirit among those revelers. Boy!
Here is a colorless liquid that looks like water. It has a pungent odor and a burning, sweet taste. Its chemical formula is C2H5OH. This is ethyl alcohol, the alcohol found in intoxicating beverages.
In movies, it became openly acceptable to express the desire to drink.
Medium
Dry martini, lemon peel, shaken, not stirred.
Vodka?
Of course.
Good liquor and cheap liquor usually don't go together. For the connoisseur, no problem. But for those who are new to the game of drinking and inexperienced, how can they know the difference? We wanted to do our own research, so we interviewed two people. Would the liquor store owners have integrity to tell you which is the high quality liquor for the amount of money that you wanted to spend? Or are they more interested in making a buck? And this isn't to say something is wrong with a liquor store making money, but you would be better off asking a bartender rather than a retail liquor store. Because after all, that's what businesses do, make money. But it's worth a bit of research and study into the differences of liquor, the differences of quality, the differences of texture, the differences of price.
My name is Sierra, and I'm here because my friends invited me to be a part of their survey.
My name is Theo, and I was asked by my friends to do a survey
To see the effects of high-end liquor, top shelf.
and low-grade liquor.
The taste does matter. It matters to me over the alcoholic effect.
My personal preference is high grade.
I guess I would prefer light over dark liquors, especially whiskey. I don't really drink whiskey.
Hennessy, Patron, Ciroc.
Captain Morgan, Malibu.
When I drink low-end liquor, it tends to give me the feeling of wanting to throw up. Not the day of, but the day after. You know, it's that bad hangover type feeling.
I don't have any experience drinking Johnny Walker Red Label Scotch.
So when I go to the liquor store looking for something, and maybe the attendant may not have what I want for $10, but if they don't, then I would probably resort to the low end and probably get me a bottle for $10 of some Christian Brothers or some E&J or whatever they have available because I like to drink.
Okay.
Tastes good, goes down easy. I like it.
Goes down smooth every time.
I'm here for the second day of the survey to taste the second alcohol, the low end. I'm interested to see how it tastes compared to the high-end top shelf.
So I'm back again. Give this low-end shelf a little chance, you know. I don't really mess with the E&J too much. Had a couple bad experiences about it, but hey, I'll give it a shot. So here we go, man. Give this low shelf a little run for its money, man.
This one tasted more harsh compared to the first one. I had more of a burning feeling going down compared to the first one. The first one was smoother and it sat better in my stomach. This one's a little, I don't know, wishy-washy or something.
It tastes like shit. Yeah. Shit burns your heart. I rarely ever have Erkin's hurt. Or that's Christian Brothers. I don't ever have Christian.
If I had a cup of Coke mixed with the top shelf versus the low shelf, I would definitely know the difference between the top shelf and the low shelf, just by the way it burns. Honestly, I would try the top shelf again. It was smooth, and the low end was harsh, and I don't think I would try it again.
Tell you the truth, I'd rather take the top shelf. Top shelf is way better than the low shelf. That's my interpretation of it.
Hands down.
Because I don't want to throw up. I don't want to be queasy headed in the morning. I don't want none of that. So you gotta go with top shelf. You know what I'm saying? All day.
The truth is that in this survey, the well-prepared Scotch whiskey is aged a little longer than the not-so-well-prepared low-end brandy. Therefore, the Scotch is smoother and has a less harsh taste than the brandy. For some, it might be highly debatable whether or not the quality of liquor affects people. The history of proofing was a way to ensure that you weren't getting swindled with low-quality alcohol. Whether it's happy hour with a handful of friends, a birthday bash with a bunch of friends, or just a bunch of people getting together for a night on the town at a dance club, all of these occasions have one thing in common.
Throw it up, watch it all fall out. Blow it up, that's how we ball out. Throw it up, watch it all fall out. Blow it up, that's how we ball out.
Some people are on a budget, don't have much money, don't want to spend much money. In the end, it's better to have a little of the good stuff rather than a lot of the bad stuff.
If you got the money, go on and get that top shelf. But if you ain't, get that cheap liquor.
Is it worth sacrificing taste for a bigger bottle of alcohol?